Hi, I'm Chef Dale. Welcome to ATCO Blue Flame Kitchen. Today we're going to make some pizza sauce or passata. Very simple to make. All what you need is some nice, fresh, ripe, truss tomatoes. That means they're all linked up. You need some fresh garlic, oregano, salt, and some olive oil. That's it. That's all you need. So what I do, this is all very, very roughly cut. So I don't even remove the stem off those. I use them straight out. So with your knife, using the bridge technique here, push forward, draw it back. Just dice up some small pieces. Push the knife forward, draw back. This way here, I don't lose any juice. So that goes into my roasting tray. I've got my oven set pretty hot. I'd go maybe 210, 225, or about 500 degrees Fahrenheit. So roughly chop these into small dices. Again, using the bridge, push forward, draw back. Let the knife do all the work. And this sauce here also you can use for pasta. It's a great pasta sauce as well. So cut these in small dices. Now if you don't have access to fresh oregano, the dry stuff is okay. Okay, so that's all done. So after we work with a space here, I like to dry it and get ready for the next procedure. So next we're going to do is we're going to crush some garlic. So I've come up with a way of crushing garlic with my lovely spoon. I love these spoons here. So you want to use the inside of the spoon to prevent over crushing the garlic. So just like that, and give it a good wrap, as opposed to using a knife. And knives are very dangerous to use when crushing garlic. All you need to do is now just remove the paper. So take your clove in that part of your spoon, crush, pull the tip off, and there's your garlic. If you get a bit of paper in there, which is the outside of the garlic, it really doesn't matter that much. So pull the paper across like that. Okay, that's it. That is your garlic done. Okay, next thing we need to do, we need to put some oregano. So this is one of the herbs. I just like plucking them backwards and just remove all the stems and leaves. Just like that. This is an easy job to do. Now if you do have a garden at home and you want to grow your own, just stem it just like that and just put that in the soil. Within a couple weeks you can have fresh oregano. Just like that, really nice and rough. Okay, we need to season up, so I'm just using a little bit of sea salt. Give it plenty there, give it heaps. Okay, back with some olive oil. So again, I'll probably give this maybe 10 or 12 seconds. So I just count to 12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good to go. So with my scraper and spoon here, we're just going to evenly distribute the tomato. So I want the tomato to slightly scorch in the oven to get that really nice roasted sort of garlic taste. It'll kind of smell like garlic bread when you think the sauce is ready. So one of my secret ingredients to my pasta sauce or passata is using the truss, which is the link part of each of the tomatoes. The truss part here is where the aroma of tomato is. So I just pop that on the top just like that. Okay, now the passata sauce is ready to go into the oven. Like I said, about 220 degrees for about 20 minutes should make the most perfect sauce. Okay, after about 25-30 minutes in the oven, we're gonna go check and see if our passata is roasted out of the oven. So when doing so there, always pretend that everything's gonna be super hot, so always have dry tea towels on hand. And plus a nice safe spot to put it, because it's gonna be very, very hot. So I'm just gonna just use the edge of the stove here. That's looking really, really good. So what I'll do now, I'll just remove those truss, because we really don't want to eat that. So it's allowing it to cool down slightly, but that's how the sauce should look like. Something like that, nice and glossy, nice and dry. You can smell the oregano and all that. Okay, next thing we need to do now is to process that. So we're gonna use a blender, or you can use a stick blender if you like. So let's do a quick transfer. So just gather everything on the roasting tray to the lower part, to where the lip is. And then transfer that into your blender. Nice and slow. If you're a messy cook like myself, sometimes I do this in the sink just in case I make a bit of a mess. But so far, so good. Okay, next thing we need to do, we need to season up because we didn't put that much salt and pepper on there. So I'm gonna put probably like a half a teaspoon of salt. And what I do, instead of measuring out the pepper, I count. So I'll say I'm gonna give this 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's around half a teaspoon, and same with the olive oil. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Here we got the Blue Flame Kitchen. We do have some fresh basil growing in the garden, so I just could not resist. So I plucked a whole bunch in there. That sits right on top. Let's click it onto our blender and make sure it's locked in properly. Now what I do now, I turn the main on and make sure this is off. I'll probably give this 2 to 3 seconds. That is good. It smells amazing. So final taste to make sure we're there. Wow, if that doesn't smell like an Italian restaurant, nothing will. So we'll do our little transfer here, and that is all good to go for your pizza. Delicious.